Do you feel it? That tremor in the air. The kind of anticipation that is unmistakable. Because Disney Plus has just released the first poster for the series Remember Love, starring Hande and Barış. And you know what? This is no longer just news. It marks the beginning of a grand, beautiful, intricate story that we have all been waiting for. The poster is something special. It's not glossy, romantic imagery, nor a typical rom-com photo. It feels like a fragment of someone's memory, a worn edge of time, a shadow of the past where someone has gotten lost while someone else is still searching. The image features two people standing as if on the brink of another world. Between them lies not distance, but everything that has happened. All the emotions, all the fears, all the glances they once couldn't voice aloud. And this is not just a series about love. It's a series about how love is not always gentle. It can be heavy, unsettling, complex. It demands effort. It compels growth. In the project description, Disney states that this is a story about two souls moving toward each other, not in a straight line, but through pain, loneliness, and internal barriers. This is the essence of it all. Not a fleeting flirtation, not a cliche, they met and fell in love, but a journey through doubts, through the past, through oneself. And perhaps that's why the title Remember Love resonates not as a plea, but as a cry of the soul. Like a mantra you cling to when everything is falling apart. Hande here is not just a beautiful heroine. She is a symbol of femininity, vulnerability, and strength all at once. A woman learning to trust again, to believe again, to live again. And Barış is not a superhero in a suit. He is a man with shadows in his eyes, with a story he fears to tell. And that's why the duet is not an ideal couple. It's a couple that fights every day for themselves, for their feelings, for what seems almost lost. And perhaps that's what makes this project so highly anticipated. Because we are all searching for answers. And because each of us has lost love at least once and dreamed of getting it back. Filming is already in the home stretch, and Hande has just recently wrapped up her work on the film Two Worlds, One Desire. Now, it's the Cannes Film Festival, a trip to Paris, and here it is, a new project where she portrays not just a girl from commercials, but a woman with something to say. A woman worth listening to. This series could be a revelation, it could be a heartache, or it could be a healing. We continue to follow the developments. After all the turmoil, rumors, deleted posts, statements, and reboots, it seems that Mert has decided to take a break. And where did he head off to? Of course, Italy. According to sources, he is currently spending his vacation there. Perhaps to catch his breath, or maybe to start something new. Recently, the actor was spotted at one of Italy's most famous restaurants. And as you can imagine, in such places, even those who try to remain in the shadows do not go unnoticed. The owners of the establishment recognized him immediately and couldn't resist sharing a photo of Mert smiling over lunch with Gabriella, a woman whose name has quickly become the subject of heated discussion in fan chats. In the caption of the post, the restaurant staff wrote, "It was an honor for us to host Mert Demir today. He was in great spirits, enjoyed lunch with the charming Gabriella, and created an incredibly warm atmosphere around him. We hope to see him again." And there it is, the atmosphere, the very essence of Italy. Wine, pasta, soft light, and an actor trying to exhale after a loud life on screen. In the comments under the post, fans are speculating Who is Gabriela? Just a friend, a business meeting, or something more? Some believe she's a brand manager, while others insist it was just lunch among acquaintances. But as always, there have been no confirmations or denials. Mert himself remains silent. Now, here's a small detail that only the most observant noticed. Under the same photo, Minata Tokai, the actress who played Karun in The Kingfisher, the very friend of Ohan, left a comment. She simply posted some emojis and tagged Mert. Nothing excessive, nothing loud, but warm, clearly warm. And there's something to that. Because at a time when people are unfollowing and bridges are being burned, some still remain. Even in the shadows, even in silence. Minata is one of the few who Mert hasn't hit the unfollow button on. And that says a lot. So how will all this end? With a re-evaluation, a return, a new chapter? Right now, we only see fragments of the mosaic. Italy, a smile. The name, Gabriela. The rest, for now, remains in the shadows. But as we know, the most interesting things always begin for Mert in the shadows. And now, let's return to what has stirred all of you the most. After we saw Mert Ramadan Demir peacefully dining at an Italian restaurant next to the mysterious Gabriela, surrounded by comfort, light and warmth, a wave of questions emerged. And these questions were not about that lovely dinner or his new photo shoot. No, they were about the army. More specifically, about the scandal in the army that everyone started talking about. You wrote to me, what happened? Why is there news online that Mert had a falling out with his comrades? Where are the rumors coming from about some conflict, a fight, even an arrest? Is it true? This is exactly where we will begin. One person, claiming to be an insider close to the industry, went on air and began telling a story that sounded like it was pulled from a cheap soap opera. He alleged that Mert had been acting arrogantly, refusing to use the communal shower and isolating himself. Moreover, supposedly, one of the soldiers started to harass him, making vile jokes about Afra Saracholu and her alleged new romance with the director of Galatasaray. And that after this, a fight broke out between them, chaos ensued in the barracks, and even one of the commanders was arrested, supposedly for a photo with Mert. Honestly, does that sound like the truth? No, it sounds like cheap sensationalism, and now I will tell you what actually happened. One of Mert's real comrades, a person who shared the daily life with him, that very military daily life, decided to tell the truth. And his words are not loud headlines, they are not hype, they are a living memory. He said, "We constantly met, in the cafeteria, on the parade ground, in the garden. He was down to earth. He smiled, he talked, not at all aloof, on the contrary, very attentive. He always cared about how you were doing, kept the conversation going, never put himself above anyone. And he knew that his fans were waiting. He said, 'If you write, send everyone my love.' See, that's the whole truth. No scandal, no drama, just warm human connection. And if there were even a hint of truth in that sensational story, photos, videos, rumors within the barracks, posts from comrades, all of that would have already flooded the feeds. But no, not a single confirmation, not a single credible witness, just silence and dozens of friendly photos taken in the last days of Mert's service. He's in them, with soldiers, with officers, smiling at ease. He's not a star, he's one of them. And so I ask you, why create dirt when there is a bright truth? Mert has faced his time in the army with dignity. He didn't shut himself off or withdraw. he fulfilled his duty and returned. And if today he has decided to clean up his Instagram, if he wants to maintain distance and build a new chapter in his life, this is his right. This is maturity. This is a person who doesn't live for show but creates his own space in his own way. And it hurts me when someone tries to tarnish that choice, as if an artist is obligated to be open 24/7, to smile even when they want to be silent. No, Mart is not a product, not a mask. He is a living person, and we must respect his right to silence. So all this talk of fights, insults, and scandals, it's a lie. You heard it from me. Now, my friends, just think about it and draw your own conclusions. Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you, like me, stand for what's real and not just noise, then support this video. We'll see each other very soon. And as always, without pretense, just for real.